Hi YouTube, I have another knife to review for today. This knife is the Spyderco Spyderco. Give you a couple looks at it. As you can probably tell, this knife is a slip joint. It's called the Spyderco because of the strict laws about knives in Denmark. I don't think they're allowed to have a blade over 3 inches or have a locking blade or have a blade that you can open one-handed. So this knife takes care of all of those. As you can see, the blade is about 2¼ inches long. The cutting edge is. The handle is about 3½, it looks like. It's very strong, so you can't really get it with one hand, so it takes care of that. And the blade does not lock. So this knife is legal to carry in Denmark. Blade steel in this knife is N690CO. There you can see the Spyderco name and logo on the blade. It was made in Italy. And there's Sal Glesser's logo. Like I said, the blade is about 2¼ inches long. Nice thickness. It's got a nice leaf-shaped blade, kind of like what a lot of Spydercos have. Here's the handle. The handle is FRN with a cool texture on it that feels like it's really effective. Holds your hand in nicely. Along with this jimping on the thumb ramp and on the choil right there. You'd really be able to lock your hand in this knife. Torx heads on this side of the knife and none on this side, so it's not a pinned construction. You can actually take it apart, you can adjust it. Tip up reversible right or left hand carry. Fairly thin knife, really light knife. I don't know the weight on it, but it is a knife where you would forget about it in your pocket because it'd be so light. Pocket clip, it is a Spyderco wire pocket clip, really sturdy. Really great retention. It slides in easily because of that shape right there on the little divot in it. Doesn't rip up against your pocket because it's right on top of that Spyderco logo. I think that was a really good idea. So now I'll get into my review of it. I think it's a great knife. It's functional. It fits in your hand well, or at least in my hand well. It's got a great blade shape. Definitely be able to cut a lot of things you'd throw at it. I think it'd be a great backup blade, not really a primary blade because of how small and how it doesn't lock it is. But if you need to cut something that you wouldn't want to cut with an expensive knife, I think this would be the perfect knife to do it with because it has nice steel, a nice blade shape, it can do the cutting, and it's so cheap that it wouldn't cost too much if you scratch it up compared to your expensive knife. It also is so light you wouldn't even really notice you're carrying it if you carried it as a backup blade. So I think that would be a good use for this knife. Or if you live in Denmark and this is one of the only ones you can carry, I think this would be a good option for you. It's a really thin, all around, light. I think it's a really cool little knife, especially for a slip joint. I think it's one of the coolest slip joints you can buy. I think you should definitely check it out. If you're in the market for a backup blade, I think you should definitely try to get your hands on one, see if you like it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe.